It started like any ordinary evening. I had just finished a long day at work, my mind buzzing with emails, deadlines, and the faint hope of a quiet night at home. My phone buzzed on the table, a message from my wife, Neha. "Don't call me," it read. I paused, staring at the screen. The words were short, sharp, and cold. No explanation, no context, just a command that carried more weight than the punctuation suggested. For a moment, I considered calling. I thought about asking what had happened, trying to understand. But something inside me, a quiet, simmering voice of self-respect, stopped me. Instead, I replied, "Don't come home." It was calm, measured, not aggressive, not accusatory, just a simple boundary set in response to hers. I set my phone down and waited. 20 minutes later, my phone started buzzing incessantly. 1 call, 2 calls, 5, 10, 20. I looked down and realized the number of missed calls had exploded to 50. I didn't pick up. I didn't respond. I stayed calm, quiet. I let the silence do the talking. Neha's panic was almost tangible, though I couldn't see her. I imagined her pacing the apartment, phone in hand, trying every way to reach me, her anger and desperation growing with every unanswered call. Eventually, she texted again, "Answer me, now." I waited another 10 minutes. Then I replied, "I said don't come home, respect it." The effect was immediate. Another flurry of calls, more texts, excuses, pleas, threats, all ignored. It wasn't about being cruel. It was about establishing boundaries, about demonstrating that manipulation, emotional games, and ultimatums wouldn't control me anymore. Over the next few days, she tried everything: guilt, passive aggression, and even casual attempts to make it seem like I had overreacted. But I remained calm, consistent, and unshakable. My silence carried weight. My boundaries were clear. Friends noticed the change too. Those who had watched the chaos unfold over months were surprised at how composed I had become. Where Neha expected panic or desperation, she found composure and self-respect. Weeks later, she finally stopped calling, realizing that the games no longer worked. The lesson had been delivered without confrontation, without shouting, and without drama, simply by refusing to participate in the manipulation. In the end, 50 missed calls weren't just numbers on a screen. They were evidence of her panic, her loss of control, and my own reclamation of power. Sometimes the strongest response isn't anger. It isn't vengeance. It's calm, quiet, and consistent boundaries that force the other person to confront the consequences of their actions. And in that silence, I found a clarity and strength I hadn't realized I possessed. A reminder that respect isn't demanded through chaos. It's earned by standing firm.